Hey guys, we are here with Chris Baines, and we are going to be doing a little interview and just see how things go on the Chris Baines team. Thank you, Chris, for being here with us.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Chris, I just want to kind of jump into it a little bit and see, what do you consider your ideal day, or what would be your ideal day as a realtor?
Well, typically we start pretty early. I'm at the office at 8:30 every day. I think it's important to have a schedule because this business is easy to not have a schedule.
Right.
So I do have a schedule, and I have perfect days for each day of the week. So really, I have a perfect week.
Okay.
Every Monday, I have a networking luncheon that I attend, and every Tuesday we have team meetings that we attend, and then sales meetings when they're going on. But each day, I actually have blocked off what I want to get done within each hour of the day. It doesn't always work out that way because customers call and they have to meet at a certain time, and you can't, they can't change their schedule, so we have to change our schedules. But overall, I do shoot for a perfect week, which involves a series of perfect days.
Cool. Very cool. Very cool. I know you track your numbers,
Yes.
right? So what do you do for your number tracking to make sure that you maintain the ratios that you want?
Well, the most important thing with that is to make sure that we have goals set. And with our goals, each team member on our team has a goal that they have for each week so that they are doing the things that they feel like they can meet their monthly and quarterly goals and ultimately end the year the way they planned to back in January.
Okay, very good. All right. So it's basically a collective group of all the different goals together.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because we have to base our team goals and include what each individual team member's goal is in that process.
And you on the team are mostly listing.
I do mostly listings,
Right.
Our team member listings. But for us, for me, just to try to increase my conversion ratio for listings, that's a very hard task to do. But mostly it's preparing for the client that I'm going to meet.
Okay. Well, let's roll into that. Well, what's important for you? How do you prepare for a client? What do you do to prepare yourself?
Well, it really starts with a phone call.
Okay.
The first initial contact, I am looking for clues to their personality type. I want to know the kind of person that I'm dealing with. It's very important to ask a lot of questions. If you ask the right questions, then you'll know how to formulate the presentation that you have with them. You're not going to just go up there, show them numbers, and flip through a book. You need to find out what's driving them, what's motivating them, what kind of personality they are. Because if they're a high D personality, they don't have a lot of time for small talk. They want you to get to the point. If they're a C personality, you better have a lot of details and be prepared for them. Otherwise, they're gonna blow you away with the information that they're gonna want to have, and you're not gonna be ready for it.
Right, or that they might have if you don't have it.
Yeah,
they might know themselves.
They may know more than you do, and that's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that and that minutia, what kind of stuff would you, if you could, outsource?
Fortunately, with our team, I've outsourced a lot of the things that either I wasn't really good at and it drove everybody else crazy. But I think just because we have a variety of marketing sources that we have our listings presented on, pulling that data into a single format that I can relay back to the sellers can get to be a little time consuming. So if there was a little better system for that, I would certainly institute it.
Okay, very cool, very cool. And you mentioned something about like what drives that seller. Well, what drives you as a team leader, as a listing agent, as a realtor?
Well, for this business, I never thought of myself as getting into sales in my previous life. But once I realized how much you can help people with some of their major decisions in their life, I thought, man, this is great. And a realtor helped me to buy my first house, buy my second house. Realtors in the family, and just seeing how they lived and worked and helped other people, I think it's great. People always, a lot of my friends talk about looking forward to retiring, but I don't really ever see wanting to get out of this business. Mm. It's just something I can see. I may back off one day a little bit, but I don't ever see completely getting out of it.
Yeah. Well, you're going at it pretty hard. What do you do to unwind, man?
I think exercise is important.
Yeah, I do too.
It kind of alleviates some of the stress that we endure. Helps you sleep a little bit better. Yeah. I like to do a little hunting and fishing when I have time, but mostly it's just going home and seeing my family. Getting up every morning and taking my daughter to school and taking her to bed every night and reading stories. That's awesome.
That's good. You're a good dad, man. Good dad and good friend. Well, thank you, Chris. Appreciate it very much.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Thanks.